Google Ads is Google's advertising platform, and it is very close to Meta's heart as we've been utilizing it now for about 9 years. We've definitely seen it evolve over the years from when it just used to be a simple ad that used to appear and now includes things such as YouTube, there's things called remarketing, and just the keywords itself has become a lot more complex. So what we want to do today is, even though this is not a free tool, we want to help you avoid wasted spend within your Google Ads campaigns. Google Ads works on something called a pay-per-click model. What this means is that you only pay if somebody actually clicks on your ad and goes through to your website. Why I love this type of model is that you're essentially only paying for advertising if somebody is showing interest in your particular company or your particular product. Firstly, I'd like to answer some of the questions that we get on a weekly basis about Google Ads. One of the big questions that we always get is, how much budget do I need to be putting into my Google Ads? So essentially you're buying airtime with Google. And what this airtime allows, it allows your ads to pop up on the Google homepage. You will stipulate a budget with Google. Each time somebody clicks on your ad and is taken to your website, a small amount will come off. You'll be able to stipulate the keywords that you want to show for, as well as the locations that you want to show within. Once that airtime is up, you can decide whether to top up or if you'd like your ads to go offline. But don't worry, your website will still be there. Google Ads is not a free tool. However, what we're going to learn next is how to avoid wasted spend and how we can drive quality traffic to your website. I understand that this is not a free tool from Google. However, we do see a lot of small businesses utilize Google Ads, and a lot of them do it themselves, which is great. However, what we do notice is that they don't always use the best practices, and because of this, they have a lot of wasted spend. So what we'll be going through today is, firstly, for those that don't know what Google Ads is, I'll just be taking you through what it is and how it works. And then we'll be moving on to how to set up an account and how to ensure that things are in place so you don't actually have that wasted spend. So I just want to first start just to show people what Google Ads is and what the different forms of marketing are on Google. So I'm just going to put in a service that I'm after at the moment. And so it opens up Google, and as you can see at the top here, you have these first three results that have the word ad very, very sort of small next to it, and this is essentially a Google ad. If we go a bit underneath it, you have these ones that don't say that have the ad next to it, and these are what we call Google organic results. Sometimes they're also called natural results or SEO results. And then the cool thing here is we also have a Google My Business listing that's come up, because there is a company that's actually called Outsource CFO. So this is their Google My Business listing that has also popped up, which is awesome. So those are the different types of results that you get on Google, and we'll be going into how to get your listing up in these ad spots. So for those of you who don't really know too much about Google Ads, it is what we call a pay-per-click type of advertising. And what that essentially means is you are buying airtime with Google. So I like to use the word airtime because people, we all have cell phones and we understand sort of that concept. So imagine that you go and buy 100 Rand airtime with MTN, and then each time you make a call, a certain amount of money comes off until you're left with a zero balance. Now, it doesn't mean you can't still receive calls or anything, but you need to essentially go and top up and buy some more airtime for you to be able to make those calls again. So the same actually happens with Google Ads. So each time somebody clicks on your ad, what you'll notice is that a small amount will come off your budget. Let's call it 5 Rand. And once it's up, then your ads won't be on Google anymore. However, that doesn't mean your website's offline. It just means that your ads are offline, and you would then essentially need to top up your budget to be on Google again from an ad perspective. So that's real basics on what Google Ads is and essentially what type of advertising it falls under. And in a moment, I'm going to take you through how to set up your first account.